you ever had one of those really spooky universe moments where you can actually see how the universe has led you to find the answer that you were looking for? One of those moments happened to me today. I rediscovered a technique that I'd learned 6 years ago, hidden in an old hard drive. And it was the exact technique that helped me to manifest the millions and millions of views that I've received on my YouTube channel, the amazing subscribers, and I completely forgot about this until the universe dragged me back to finding that piece of footage today. So stay tuned, because in this video I'm going to share with you the exact manifestation technique that did help me to manifest something that was my biggest burning desire at the time, so that you can apply it to things that you want to manifest in your own life. So grab a cup of tea and I'll tell you the story. Even though I am somebody who makes videos about manifestation and has a very long list of things that I have manifested into my life, which I'm so grateful for, I'm still also a human. And what I mean by that is that I still have my doubts, sometimes lose the plot, forget how this world works, how the universe works. I forget what I'm capable of, the doubts creep in for me too, etc., etc. So, despite the fact that I have lots to be incredibly grateful for, recently I have been feeling a little bit low and a little bit lost. Some things that I've been wanting to manifest have been taking their sweet time, shall we say, and so it's caused some doubts to creep in, because like I said, I'm human. And so the other day, it was, what was it, my Mother's Day, my mum's birthday. There've been a lot of things where I've needed to use Moonpig. That's basically a service in the UK where you can like get cards made and sent to your loved ones. You can handwrite a message just on a piece of paper, scan it, upload it, and then when they receive the card, it looks like you've handwritten it. So I went to a cupboard and found a random old notebook to write the handwritten note for the card. And as luck would have it, it was a notebook that I had taken with me to India when I went on a life-changing 30-day trip, and also to San Diego, where I went a few months later to meet up again with my spiritual mentors who I spent time in India with. The reason why I was in India was because I was the presenter of a documentary about Eric Ho's journey to becoming a spiritual master, and that's when he became Master Sri Akarshana. I thought I was just going there to be a presenter, but I ended up being thrown deep into all of these spiritual practices, which meant it was an incredibly transformative spiritual experience for me too. And I don't think I'd ever reread the notes that I had written down in that notebook back in 2019. Not only on one page do I find these 3 key things that I learned from my spiritual mentor about how to become a manifestation badass, which I talk about in this video. If you want to check it out, I'll tag it up here somewhere. But while I was editing said video, I thought to myself, for this video I need a piece of footage of me and Grandmaster Akshar, the Himalayan Yogi who taught me this stuff, so I can overlay it as some B-roll on the video. And so that involved me digging through another cupboard to find an old hard drive of all the footage that we filmed when we were creating the documentary when we were there in India for those 30 days. So I find the piece of footage I need, a clip of me and Grandmaster Akshar on the rooftop of our hotel in Rishikesh in the foothills of the Himalayas. You can literally see the Himalayas behind us. It was an incredible setting for an interview. Not only did I find that clip, but I also found one other clip, and it's a dark piece of footage. The audio is not fantastic, so I think I've never really watched that piece of footage back, because I just looked at it and I was like, oh no, that's not really good enough. Turns out that piece of footage was me asking Grandmaster Akshar a question about how to manifest a specific thing into my life, and him giving me a detailed answer on exactly how to do it. Cue that video now.
Imagination is reality when you imagine with repetition, and same thing becomes life. So live that moment if that gives you joy, happiness or bliss. Both are real. For a meditator, this is also real, that is also real. Wherever your time is consumed is the reality for you. So if you close your eyes and you're doing and thinking something, that's reality. You see that? You can't say that I was just thinking. That's where you lived. So whatever you are doing in that thinking is your life. It may take some time for brain to accept, but that's the process. Keep thinking. After that, brain will understand that this person they close eyes for 1 hour and they live their life there. So he will start realizing you that this is real. That's what you're experiencing. Like sometimes few sage, they go in meditation to play colors. You see color festival? So they enter in that zone and they play color, and when they come back, color is on their face. Because where they were living, that's reality for them. So that's so intense. When they come back, it was there on the cheek. The color was on the cheek. So it should become like that. Your meditation will manifest in reality here also. So go more deep in that. Put more energies, more energies, more energies. You know? So this meditation also need a specific atmosphere. Okay? So we'll see. When you're on mountains, we'll see if it's possible, because we'll be very close to that energy place. We'll see.
Several days later, after that piece of footage was filmed, we went up into the Himalayan mountains. One day we climbed this particular mountain and there was a temple at the top of the mountain, and Grandmaster Akshar said, whatever you think about here, the energy is 1,000 times more powerful. And so I recommend that you focus on what you want to manifest into your life with great focus, with great concentration, so that you can attract that into your life. And I remember when I was up there on the mountain, I thought, holy smokes, it's almost like, imagine you get a genie pop out of a lamp and says to you, okay, what do you want? Claim it now. You've got 3 wishes, you know? But I actually felt like, pick one thing and just focus your mind on that one thing. Don't let your mind wander off. It was kind of the pressure. And it was funny because so many different things flooded into my mind, but then all of these doubts were creeping in, like, is it the right thing to focus on, etc., etc. So I thought to myself, well, you know what? I won't focus on building a specific business or getting a specific amount of money or a specific anything, because I don't even know if that's best for me. And what if I don't want that in 2 years, 5 years, 10 years from now? So I thought to myself, well, there's one thing that I do feel very clear and calm on. I've learned so much stuff here. I want to be able to share it with people that it would benefit. I would love to attract an incredible online audience of people into my universe, because at the time I didn't have a following on YouTube, very small following on Instagram. So I thought to myself, if I can create content and attract the most open-minded, like-minded people into my digital universe, people who get it, who get me, who also maybe feel like they're a bit of a weirdo sometimes, or like nobody in their physical world really gets them, and they're into woo-woo things, they're into alternative things, they want to grow and heal and create the best life possible for themselves. I want to attract people who get it into my digital world. It's almost like I thought to myself, that one wish, that one goal, that one focus actually opens up so many more goals beyond that. It would mean that any business venture that I want to pursue in the future, I'll have an awesome audience of people to share those businesses with. It would open up doors. It would enable me to connect to amazing people. It would enable me to live from anywhere that I want. So I thought to myself, that feels like a good thing for me to focus on top of this mountain. So that's what I did. I just focused on you. I focused on attracting you into my life. I focused on millions of, not just anyone, but these positive, open-minded, supportive, kind, alternative, different people to come into my world. And when we were sat on top of that mountain, I must have spent a good half an hour to an hour just focusing on that over and over and over in my mind, enjoying it, feeling like it was already happening, just seeing it in my mind, feeling it emotionally in my body, and just being so happy and relaxed, experiencing it. I was doing that visualization on the mountain in August, and then I started really taking my YouTube channel seriously in March the next year. Come May, June, my YouTube channel absolutely blew up, and hundreds of thousands and eventually millions of people started seeing my videos. And it has completely changed my life, and it has opened up so many doors, and it's allowed us to move to Spain. And just like I imagined it, so many opportunities have sprung from that one fountain. And interestingly, it's not always been easy, and there have been times when I've had total creative burnout, or lost the plot or, you know, had ups and downs in growth, in numbers, all of this kind of stuff. But interestingly, out of anything I've ever put my hand to, nothing really has taken off as easily, you could say, or as well. Nothing has taken off as well as this venture. You might be thinking two things right now. You might be thinking, wow, this is a real testimony to the power of focusing your imagination on one clear outcome. And then the other half of the people watching this might be thinking, well, it's all right for her because she did that visualization on top of a really powerful mountain where the energies were stronger. So I'll say two things in reply to that. Yes, it's true that I was in a part of the world where the energies were very strong. But there's lots of parts of the world where the energies are strong, particularly places in nature. Particularly places in nature that feel like you can feel their magical presence. You can just feel it in the air. Also often places where there is running water or a waterfall can have this really powerful presence. So if there's anywhere in your world, a special, sacred, peaceful place that you hold dear, that you've always felt is magical to you, I would encourage you to go to that place and create the same scenario for yourself. What I would also say is how much of it also could be placebo. I'm not saying that that mountain that I went to didn't have strong, powerful energies. I'm sure that it did. But Grandmaster Akshar said to me, Lucie, your thoughts are 1,000 times more powerful right now. So whatever you think about will manifest into your life. That's what I was prepped with before I sat down to meditate. So what if I said to you right now, today, your thoughts and your manifestation powers are 1,000 times more powerful than they've ever been before. Whatever you focus your mind on today will manifest into your reality. So what are you going to pick? And how seriously are you going to take it when you sit down and meditate and visualize? And how consistently are you going to visit that visualization in your head? And with how much subconscious confidence are you then going to trust the process in the coming weeks and months, knowing that, wow, I've done it. I've set that manifestation in motion. I have sent a powerful signal out to the universe. That's going to make it easier for you to trust the process. That's going to make you live in a state where you feel like it's inevitably going to happen. That's going to help you to believe, no matter what, that you are headed to where you want to get to. Because let me tell you, the time between when I sat down on that mountain and visualized that audience and when it actually happened, there were some serious lows in between those two milestones. I had a business that crumbled. I lost my grandma. We were all thrown into lockdown. Those events happened in between me sitting on top of that mountain and visualizing the audience growth and me actually achieving it. But looking back, because I had visualized with such belief, with such intention, my conscious and my subconscious mind felt and believed that I've done a technique that's very powerful, and so in the future I'm going to see that result happen. So maybe it was the mountain, maybe it was the energy of that day, maybe it was at the particular high energy spot on planet Earth. Maybe that played a part, but also, as well as that, it was the power I gave to that moment. It was the belief I had when I sat down that day and visualized the life I was going to create. And since then, I'm not sure if I've ever visualized with that much confidence and belief as I did that day. And what's to stop us today deciding that today's meditation is going to be that powerful? So it's an interesting one to think about. Let me know in the comments what you think about this. Feel free to use any of the guided meditations on my YouTube channel to help you to visualize what you want to manifest. If you liked this, give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend, and if you haven't done so already, make sure to hit the subscribe button and ring my bell so that you never miss another video. Till next time.